After its opening weekend away, Monday morning brought the race back onto French roads for all of 16.5 kilometres. Stage 2 saw the riders roll out of Dunkirk and almost immediately enter Belgium. In fact, the route took in some of the roads of the Belgian Spring Classic races on its way to Ghent, the Tour doffing its cap to cycling history as it likes to do. So the second day and third country in yellow for Fabian Cancellara, who was likely to be riding close enough to the front to stay safe and hold on to his lead as the sprinters had another fight at the front.
What a perfect time to choose to review the last kilometre, and there's a 50-50 chance it's going to be like this when the riders get here too. And if they want to be in a chance in the sprint, they're going to have to be holding a place in the top 20, which is a deceptively difficult thing to do today. We've got wide sweeping roads getting to this point, which means it's going to be easy for other riders to sit in and save energy. And there's a real sting in the tail too, which means that tiring teams are likely to get swamped in the closing meters. And that's what happened to Quick Steps yesterday. Tom Boonen's team, he's going to have to deploy them an awful lot better if he wants a win on home soil. Another disappointed man yesterday, Mark Cavendish. 20 kilometres to go. He was standing by the side of the road with a broken bike, and he saw his chances of a win on home soil disappear into the distance. Two people this finish is perfectly suited to is a super strong Thor Hushovd and a punchy Robbie McEwen. What does that mean for us? If there is a sprint finish, it'll be spectacular and almost certainly be decided in the last 50 metres.
There is the banner. It is going to be desperately close. There is the catch about to happen. It has all happened just inside 3 kilometres to go. Somehow they've timed it to perfection. Look over your shoulders, boys. Well done, all 3 of you. But now get out of the way because the train is about to mow you down as Liquigas also leads the charge. On the far right now is Quickstep. Now, will anybody try their luck?
Well, if Tom Boonen wants to win this race here this afternoon as they can negotiate that nasty little bend here, that's the bend at 3 kilometres to go I told you about. It's fairly straight now as we line up towards the finish line. This is the circular road around Ghent. They've got that final little kick at 750 metres to go, but for Tom Boonen to win, he needs to be launched into action. They call him Torpedo Tom here in Belgium, and he will be right at the end of all of his teammates. But floating in his slipstream, you can be absolutely certain there'll be a little man from Australia, the man in the green jersey, who for the moment we still can't see, and that is Robbie McEwen.
And trying to get on terms, Mark Cavendish team of Great Britain. They're the riders in the mauve, and the blue jerseys are the jerseys of Tom Boonen. This is going to be death strip finish. These are the first time. Oh, there's been a terrible pile-up there. A massive pile-up on the road. The yellow jersey is gone. He will get the same time because of the international regulations. They will not lose time, but how many are down and who has gone down?
Well, I'm not sure who the first man was to go down there, but went very hard. It looks as if there's a green jersey gone down there as well. It's not very often you see Robbie McEwen. That could be a rider from Crédit Agricole. That's a little bit of chaos inside the last 3Ks. T-Mobile are now in control.
Has in fact Mark Cavendish gone down? There was somebody in T-Mobile on the right of the road. He's not here with his lead-out men as they all come up towards the line now. It is a question of who's left in the group, but I think McEwen is in the group. This is the chaos at the 2 kilometre point. Now all of these riders will be given the same time. It's only a question of how many are hurt, and is Mark Cavendish in there as well?
Well, this is what happens when the bunch goes down at about 2 kilometres to go. This is absolute chaos, as you said. Now at the front you can see the blue jerseys of Team Quickstep. I can just see the white helmet there of Tom Boonen. He's lying there in 4th place. Robbie McEwen is sitting right on the back of this group in his green jersey.
So once again McEwen has avoided the pilots, but he's an awful long way down the line here. This is a perfect lead out now for the Quickstep team. Boonen is the 4th man, his head bowed there. He knows the finish above all. Oscar Freire kicks in on the left in the brown colours. He looks across at Zabel, and there's a lot of people dodging around. Now the launch for the line. This has got to be a win for Boonen now because he knows the finish. It kicks up violently. He's got to time it to absolute perfection. Robbie Hunter is in there as well as the flag of Flanders flies high. They race for the top of the hill. This is Gert Stegman's leading out now as he makes his move on the left. Boonen is in his slipstream. McEwen makes progress, but he's too far back. He's alongside Hunter as now coming up to the line. This is the move by Boonen, but still kicking on the right is Gert Stegmans as they come to the line. Well, Boonen salutes, but I've got a feeling Stegmans has won the day.
Well, Stegmans was the lead-out man there. You can see the crowd. The crowd have all of a sudden just heard who's won the stage. They're all Belgians out there at the moment. They will be absolutely enthralled by the fact that their big man has got the victory, but it wasn't the big man they were waiting for. In fact, it was Tom Boonen they all thought would win, but it was definitely Stegmans there who got his hand in the air.
Of course, well out of it back at the 2 kilometre mark was the majority of the field, including for the second day running, Mark Cavendish. The question is, what caused the crash that brought some of them down and held the rest up? Chris Boardman's been looking at the helicopter evidence. Chris.
Well, I've had a really good look at the helicopter footage now, and I actually think it was Eric Zabel who pulled his foot out, something he's done in the past, overlapping a wheel, veered to the right, brought a Liquigas rider down right in front of Mark Cavendish, and the whole chain reaction started from there.
Now, among the victims of the crash that either brought down or held up the majority of the field was the yellow jersey. Well, not so much the jersey, which looked fine, but the man wearing it. Fabian Cancellara rolled in, holding his arm and looking to be in some discomfort.
I'm okay there. I was not really okay. I was in the crash, and I had it on this moment big pain, and my left hand was hurting, and now I'm still in yellow. That's maybe give me now to pass the pain. Now I look for tomorrow and defend again the jersey.